Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well, and welcome to yet another exciting session at the Career Fair. And my name is Vinodini, and I'm here to welcome you all on behalf of Guvi. Today's session is going to be on revolutionizing AI, a special webinar on Gemini AI technology, and where you will learn about the revolutionary impact of Gemini. AI technology in AI, the real world application and case studies, the future of AI, and the role of Gemini AI. And we will also have a Q&A session during the meet, and please find the Q&A form in the description below, and please post your questions over there. If you go to the description box, there will be a link. Click that link, fill out that form, and put your questions over there, and at the end of the session we will be discussing them. And please stay with us throughout the session, as there will be an important announcement to make. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest, Mr. Chandrakant. And today's lecture will be held by Mr. Chandrakant, a seasoned professional with extensive experience in the realm of AI. His career journey is not only fascinating but also highly motivational. Initially trained as a civil engineer, he pursued his master's degree in the United States, especially in constructions. Nice. After spending considerable time in the construction industry, Chandrakant realized his passion lay in the realms of data science, machine learning, and AI technologies. Throughout dedicated effort, discipline, and unwavering commitment, he underwent a remarkable transformation. Evolving into an individual adept at tackling complex NLP and ML challenges. So, Chandrakant is renowned as one of the Guvi's top mentors, nurturing inspiring young professionals in the dynamic field of AI. So, I'll now hand over the session to our guest. Good evening, Mr. Chandrakant. How are you? Uh, your mic is
Yeah,
switched. Yeah,
I'm on it now. Hi, Vinodni.
yeah,
Thanks for the introduction. I'm great, and I hope you are doing great too.
yeah.
And good evening to everyone out here. So I think we have a lot of AI enthusiasts in our webinar today. So good evening to everyone, guys. I hope everyone is doing great, and everyone is thriving towards AI. So yeah,
Yeah. So, over to you, sir. You can go on.
thank you, Vinodni. Thank you. I will take over.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing great. And yeah, as Vinodni gave me a great introduction about me, thanks Vinodni about those nice words about me. And yeah, so let me talk about myself in from my words. So this is Chandrakant, and I have been in the AI industry for the past 3 years, guys. And but I haven't studied AI. I haven't gone to college to study AI, but I have been through some courses. I have been through some great learning platforms where I have learned data science, machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, and AI, NLP, computer vision. So I've been doing some cool work in the data science and machine learning industry for past 3 years now. My specialization is into natural language processing, where I deal and solve complex NLP problems revolving around text data, textual data. So that's what I have been doing from the past 3 years. And today's topic is about Gemini AI. I know it is about Gemini AI, but even before jumping into Gemini AI and what the tool is, what the technology is, let's talk about AI in general and then proceed further, guys. Let's talk about AI in general. What is AI and what it has been doing? And then we can proceed further, right? And let me present my screen so that we could have some cool slides, and then we can proceed to a Gemini AI user interface also. Let me present my screen, guys. I hope everyone can see my screen, and my I hope everyone can see the screen, and I hope everyone can see the PPT presentations as well. So welcome again.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So let's talk about some common misconceptions or common sentiments that people have been talking about AI, guys. I mean, I have been hearing this a lot from many of the people. People say that AI is very dangerous. AI is gonna take away the jobs. AI is that. AI is this. AI is gonna like end away the human beings. AI is gonna end the human race. So I've been hearing all these misconceptions for a while now. So let's keep a full stop for that, guys. Let's keep a full stop for that. Is that really true? Do you guys think that AI is gonna take away the everything from us? Do you think is that is true? First of all, where did AI come from, guys? Where did AI come from? Did it come from a spaceship that have landed on Earth recently? No, right? No, right? We human beings invented it. We human beings started using it. It's like any other technology, guys. AI is like any other technology out there, like the programming languages, like the innovations that you have been doing, like the tube light, like the cars we are driving, and the self-driving cars that we have now. So it's AI is like any other technologies, guys. AI is like any other technologies, but very powerful, very powerful, right? AI is very powerful. And also and also if it is used ethically and responsibly from the human beings side, it can do wonders, guys. It can do wonders. From building the self-driving cars, medical diagnosis and treatment, product recommendations, creative content generation, whatnot. The potential applications of AI are boundless, guys. They're boundless. But it comes down to what, guys? It comes down to what? It comes down to that how we approach the development and deployment of the AI models. How we approach the development and deployment of the AI models, guys. Right? Everyone, I hope everyone agrees with this. AI is not very dangerous. AI is not going to take away all the jobs, and AI is not some enemy to human beings that will end all the human race. No, guys, that's not true. That's not true. AI is gonna be with us, stay with us. AI is gonna be like extended family member. AI is gonna be like our pets. So AI is gonna help us, and we are gonna work with AI together to make wonders. To make wonders, guys. That's what I would say. So everyone is upskilling. Everyone is getting to use the technology. So technology is into minute, even the minute villages of the India now. So AI is everywhere. So we are going to stay with AI, live with AI, and work together to do some wonderful tasks, guys. That's what I would say, and that's what I believe, and that's what I want you guys to approach the AI with. Okay. And let's discuss some key areas of where AI is applied, guys. Where AI is applied, right? So the first thing is machine learning. What do you think about machine learning, guys? What do you think about machine learning? So you guys might have heard of human beings learning, kids learning, the college students who are college goers learning stuff. But what is machine learning, guys? What is machine learning? Can you think of it for a second? What is machine learning? Can you think of it for a second? Just think. What is a machine learning? What does it do? What does machine learn, and what is it intended to do? What is it intended to by learning, right? So machine learning involves the development of algorithms and statistical models, guys. Statistical models that enables computer to perform tasks without explicit programming. What do you mean by that? Computer doing tasks. What do you mean by that, guys? What do you mean by that? So you don't need to, once you have built something, once the machine have learned something, you don't need to do anything else. You don't need to do anything else. You just have to give some input, and the machine does the task. So that's the machine learning, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful that machine learns and then it performs the task? Isn't it like the same human, what a normal human being does? We go to college, learn stuff for 4 years, and do our masters, and then continue to do the task. What task? Whatever we do. A civil engineer who goes to college for four years learns civil engineering, and then who's a mechanical engineering goes to college for 4 years, learns mechanical engineering, comes out of the college, gets placed, and do his task, right? And the AI engineer goes to the college for particular years, and then he learns stuff of how to apply AI and what AI is, and he comes out and he does some cool stuff, right? Everyone, like whatever industry it is, civil engineering, supply chain, mechanical, industrial, whatever it is, computer science. So that is what a human being does, right? So in the same way, machine learning, guys, machine learns. But where does it learn from? Where does it learn from, guys? We human beings have our parents, our professors. There are a lot of colleges, a lot of institutions, a lot of online platforms like doing great jobs like Guvi. We have many platforms. We have many platforms to learn, right? So that's how a human being learn. But where does the mission learn, guys? Where does a mission learn from? If it wants to classify, if it want to do some classification, like it wants to read some text and predict whether the text is a positive text or a negative text. Example Amazon, where Amazon is. So you get reviews, right, on a product. So you wanted to predict whether the particular comment is a negative comment or a positive comment. Where does machine learning learn the stuff from? Where? So the data, guys, the data. It learns from the data that it provides. So that's about machine learning, guys. And we do have types of machine learning like supervised and unsupervised, and also where machine learns from images also. We do have all that. So that's about machine learning, guys. And then what is a computer vision? What is a computer vision, guys? What do you see in the picture right there? What do you see in the picture right here, or moving picture right here? You see some people, you see some cars, you see some traffic lights, right, guys? That's what you see over there, right? That's what you see over there. Traffic lights, cars, and people. And what is it saying over there, guys? What is it saying over there in the bounding boxes? The bounding boxes in the say the green, the violet, and the blue stuff out there. What is it saying there? So it is predicting as person, and it is predicting as traffic, and the other thing is predicting as car, right? With 99% accuracy, you see the numbers over there. You see the numbers over there. That's a confidence, guys. That's a confidence, with how much confidence the model is exactly predicting. And this is computer vision, guys. And what is computer vision? What is computer vision, guys? What is computer vision? The name says everything. The name says everything. Computer vision is something where the computer learns from vision, where the computer or a machine learns from the vision, guys, by looking at the things. By looking at the things, the computer learns and then perform the required tasks. So that's the computer vision, guys. That's the computer vision branch of AI, right? So computer vision deals with enabling computers to interpret and understand the visual world. Computer vision deals with what, guys? Enabling computers to interpret and understand the visual world. So it learns from the visual world, what things are, what is this, what is that. And then once it have learned, once the model have learned the stuff, it starts predicting. So that's what a computer vision is, guys. That's what a computer vision is. And some examples of the computer vision are object detection, which is right now happening right there before you. That's the object detection. Car, traffic light, and truck. It is even picking up the truck, right? You see the Coca-Cola truck over there. It is picking up the truck right there. So that's the object detection, guys. And then there's image classification. So when you give bunch of images of dogs, cats, and different animals, horses. So if you give rabbits, if you give different images and let the computer learn. So that's the, once it learns, it starts predicting of what animal it is when you give the input. So that's the image classification, guys. And then facial recognition, right? So recognizing the faces, and then image segmentation, segmenting the image into particular type. So these all images are one type, these all images are other type. So this is the image segmentation, guys. And scene understanding. What is a scene understanding? If you give something, the model interprets and gives some understanding of what the picture is about. So that's the scene understanding, guys. That's a scene understanding, right, guys? That's a computer vision. And then we have robotics. What is robotics, guys? You guys, every one of you know what robotics is, right? So robotics is nothing but combining elements of artificial intelligence, engineering, mechanics, design, build, and operating, and then operating the robots and all these technologies. And AI plays a crucial role. AI plays a crucial role in enabling. AI plays a crucial role in enabling what, guys? Robots to perceive the environment. What does it mean by perceiving the environment? Understanding the environment, and then making the decisions making the decisions depending on the type of model, depending upon the type of training it have undergone, and then interact with humans and objects. So we are having the robots where they are interacting with human beings, right? Where they are interacting with human beings, right? So that's about robotics, guys. And then let's proceed to the topic of the day: natural language processing. Natural language processing. So we are talking about Gemini AI, right? We are going to talk about Gemini AI today. So on what technology is Gemini AI built, guys? On what technology on Gemini AI is built? So it's like chat conversation, right? Everybody know that Gemini AI is a conversation. So if you write something, talk something, it starts giving you answers. It starts replying you back. Right? If you write something, that everyone know, right? That everyone know. But everyone, we are gonna see. If you don't know, that's fine, that's totally fine. We are gonna see how it's gonna work. Don't worry about that. We are gonna see how is that gonna work. That we are gonna see user interface of the Gemini AI. We are gonna ask some cool question to Gemini AI, and we are gonna build some project. We are gonna build some small project with the help of Gemini AI, using the Gemini API, using the Gemini API key. So we are going to do some cool stuff. But if you don't understand that right now, how Gemini AI works, don't worry. It works on the technology called natural language processing, guys. Gemini AI works on the technology called natural language processing. And what is this natural language processing, guys? What is this natural language processing? So natural language processing focuses on the interaction between computers and humans, guys. Natural language processing focuses on what? The interaction, the communication of the interaction between humans and the computers or the machines through something called natural language. Through something called natural language. And it involves tasks such as text analysis, language translation, sentiment analysis, speech recognition, and language generation, guys. Right? So it involves tasks like language translation, sentiment analysis, speech recognition, and language generation. So that's what NLP does, guys. NLP does. And our Gemini AI is one of the generation's coolest, and very powerful AI tool that have been built. And I'm repeating it again. Gemini AI is one of the generation's very coolest and very, very powerful AI tool, artificial intelligence tool that have been built with the help of the technology, natural language processing, guys. What is that? Natural language processing. And NLP is something which focuses on the interaction between humans and then machines. Humans and then machines. Right, guys? And now let's directly jump into Gemini AI. Now we have known that on top of what Gemini AI have been built. So I said that Gemini AI have been built on the basis of the technology called NLP, right? Let's deep dive. And Gemini AI is built in the NLP technology. Gemini AI is built with the help of large language modeling, guys. With the help of large language modeling. The name suggests everything, guys. In the industry of AI, the name suggests everything. The name have the particular meaning. The name have the particular meaning, right? Large language modeling. What do you get in mind of when you say large language modeling? So it is something large, and there's a language in it. It's something large, and there's some language in it, and there's modeling. So Gemini AI is a model, right? Gemini AI is a tool or a large language model. So when I say large language model, what I meant is Gemini AI tool, Gemini AI model have been trained on a vast extent of data, guys. Gemini AI have been trained on vast extent of data. The data it have been trained on is very, very huge. So that is why it can perform such cool tasks that we are gonna see in a while now. That is why it's gonna perform such cool tasks that we are gonna see in a while right now, guys. Right? I hope this is clear to everyone till here. And also Gemini AI, you all know that Gemini AI is developed by Google DeepMind, and it has been announced in December 2023. And let me tell you one more thing, guys. Let me tell you one more thing, which is very, very interesting. Gemini AI is the model which is not just trained on the text data, guys. It is trained on the image data also. Gemini AI is not something that has been solely trained on text data. Gemini AI have been trained on image data also, and it can work on images also, guys. It can work on images also. Gemini AI can work on images also. I have a small quiz for you guys. I have a small quiz for you. I mean, you can answer it to yourself. Suppose there's some 100,000 lines of text. 100,000 lines of text. There's some 100,000 lines of text. And how much time do you think that a normal human being would take? I mean, I'm not talking about some extraordinary human beings which have some extraordinary powers like Wolverine to read the sentence in a few seconds or few minutes. So I'm talking about normal human beings like us. I would take at least a month or at least 15 days with my work and all to read all those 100 lines of text. That might be a small novel, right? That might be a small novel. So I might just take 15 days to 1 month. But how much time do you think that a mission or a computer or a machine learning model say can read the data? How much time does it take, guys? At most minutes or even seconds, depending upon the capability of that particular model or a mission, right? And now the question is, how much time did our friend, so Gemini AI, so our friend in the sense I'm referring to Gemini AI, right? And I consider him as my friend because he's helping me a lot. He's helping me out a lot in my task, in my daily to daily activities. So I will call him my friend, right? So how much time to our friend Gemini AI take to get trained, guys? Just think for few seconds. Just think for few seconds on how much time would it take for Gemini AI to get trained and start doing such cool stuff. How much time, guys? You answer it to yourself. After a few seconds, I'll start answering from my side. You just think from for a few seconds. I will leave you alone for a few seconds and just think how much time would have Gemini AI took to get trained. Just think out, guys. Just think. Few seconds. Okay, time's up, guys. Time's up. So I would say my guess is, I mean, frankly speaking, Gemini, I mean, Google haven't released the actual training time for Gemini AI. So they didn't say how much time did it take for the model to get trained. But I believe that it might have took from a few weeks, maybe to months, few weeks to maybe months. And now you can understand, right? When some machine learning model that we build can read the text in few seconds, if some model Gemini AI is taking time of a few weeks or few months to get trained, And can you imagine how much of amount of data that it have taken? And now can you imagine how much amount of data that it might have got trained on to answer our questions? How much of amount of data, guys? I can't imagine. I can't just imagine of what all it have went through. I can't imagine of what all it have went through. But I know that it have been perfect. It have been perfect in learning and doing stuff, because I have been using Gemini AI for a while, and I know that it have been doing pretty good. It have been doing pretty good, guys. So that's my understanding. So it is my own answer. So this is not any Google recommended training period. No, Google did not say anything about the training period. So it's my assumption that Google Gemini AI might have took few weeks to at least few months to get trained, guys. So that's my assumption. That's completely my assumption. And now let's deep dive into Gemini AI, guys. So there are two versions. There are two versions of Gemini AI, right? We have Google Gemini Pro, and then we have Google Gemini Pro Vision. And Gemini Pro is free for everyone, which has a rate limit of 60 queries, guys. I mean, 60 queries per minute. So you can ask anything. You can ask anything, like, but not greater than 60, but not above 60. You can ask 60 questions per minute, and it is free. And it is, if it is above 60, if it is above 60 per minute, you have to start paying, guys. So you have to start paying. How much you use, you have to start paying for it. So that's a small introduction about two different versions of Gemini AI, Gemini Pro, Gemini AI, guys. So we have Gemini Pro, we have Gemini Pro Vision, Google Gemini Pro and Google Gemini Pro Vision. So the Pro usually deals with the Gemini Pro usually deals with the text data. The Gemini Pro usually deals with the text data, and then the Google Gemini Pro Vision can also deal with images, guys. Google Gemini Pro Vision can also deal with images. Cool? Is that cool? I hope it is. And then let's discuss some capabilities. Here comes the interesting part. Here comes the interesting part. So how I will be continuing from here is, so first let's see some capabilities and applications of Gemini AI with respect to its own user interface. With respect to its own user interface. So when you all type Gemini or Google Gemini AI, you will get some interface, and it will be, let me show that to you. Let me show that to you. Let me show that to you. I hope everyone can see the screen of Gemini AI, how it looks. So this is the user interface, the screen of Gemini AI, guys. This is the user interface on the screen of how the Gemini AI looks like. So this is where you can type in. This is where you type in, "Hey friend, how are you today? Let me ask it a question, and let's see what it says." So it says, "Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm always excited to interact and learn new things. How are you doing today?" So it asked me, "How are you doing today?" I might say, "I'm doing pretty well, and I'm conducting a pretty good and interesting webinar today." So let's talk about the capabilities, guys. Let's talk about the capabilities. So text to text generations, or text to text formats. What do you mean by that, guys? What do you mean by that? So generate different creative text formats like poems, code scripts, musical pieces, emails and letters. Let us see practical application. I have a student who have built his resume in a very bad manner, and this is how his subject looks. I'll give you an example of how it works. And even before jumping there, let me tell you this example, guys. I have been going through. I myself watch a lot of movies. And recently there's a director who's called Tharun Bhaskar. And he have been giving an interview. Recently, where he have said about a AI tool. I don't know about the exact tool and all, but he have talked about something where he's not getting ideas. There's some tool that he uses, AI tool that he uses, and whatever he gets into mind, he starts typing in. He starts typing into the tool, and the tool understands what he's thinking and what he's trying to develop, and it generates some content, guys, generate some content. And he directly himself said this. So that's, isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that cool? So previously, when you wanted to start writing, have to keep thinking, you have to think a lot, you have to get a lot of brainstorming, right? You have to get a lot of brainstorming, right, in order to create something, in order to create something which is creative, which is interesting, like a movie story or some musical song or some musical song, right? Isn't it difficult creating stuff? It is difficult, right? I mean, I know, being a consultant at our organization Guvi, being a consultant at Guvi, I have to create stuff, right? Have to create content in order to tutor students. Have to create content in order to keep the session engaging. Have to create content, right? It's not easy job, guys. It's not at all easy job. So he said that he have been using that tool for a while now, and it's doing great stuff, and it is helping me. It is helping him in a great way. So that's what he said, right? And let us see what our Gemini AI did. So this is the original subject, guys. This is the original subject of what it looked like. To he said in the subject, this is the original subject, guys. On the left side, the original subject is, he said, to serve my parents, society, and the company, but I get recruited through the company, and I get recruited through the company to be an integral part of the organization and rise it to newer heights. Rise it to newer heights. So that's what he said in his subject. And let's improvise, guys, with the help of what? Let's improvise this with the help of our Gemini AI. Let's improvise this with the help of our Gemini. I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it here. Okay. And I'll ask the Gemini AI. This is the subject. I do not feel. It is presented well. Let's see what our Gemini AI does now. So it said, dedicated and results oriented professional seeking to leverage, and you can add your skills right there to contribute to the success and the broader community. Isn't that look good compared to this? Compared to this, where it says, to serve my parents, society, and the company, that I get recruited through the company to be an integral part of the organization and rise it to newer heights. And how does it present and compared to dedicated and results oriented professional seeking to leverage so and so skills to contribute to success of the company and the broader community. Isn't that look good, guys? And isn't this cool stuff? If you wanted to build some resume, if you wanted to build some resume of yourself, isn't this cool? And of course, you have to include your own skills, you have to include your own technical stack, you have to include your own projects. Gemini AI can't help it on that. Gemini AI can't help on that because it's your projects, right? It's your projects, it's your companies that you have attended to work with, it's your technical stack, it's your education that you have done. But it can help fine tune. What, guys? What it can help on? It can help on fine tuning, guys. It can help on fine tuning, right? How this is understood to everyone. And isn't this cool? And even in the olden days, if you wanted to build some resume, what do you do? What do you do, guys? What I have usually done after my bachelor's is, have talked with few of my best friends. So I've taken all of their resumes. So I have copied subject from my first friend, have copied my technical stack from my second friend, have copied my projects from my third friend, and I have copied my conclusion from my fourth friend. That's what I have done then. And I have sent the resume as well. I have sent out the resume as well to the companies. And of course, it didn't work out. And of course, it didn't work out. And then I have been to US to do my masters. It didn't work out. So that's what I have done. And isn't that cool enough? Isn't that cool enough? And if I'm the same student who's been graduated out of the college, wanted to build some resume, and there's my only friend, not my four friends' resumes, and there's my only friend who can help now, Gemini AI. Isn't that cool stuff, guys? Isn't that cool stuff? Isn't that cool how the technology is transforming? Isn't that cool how the technology is running very fast? Cool, right? Cool. And let's see our next. Let's see our and this is something I wanted to let me show you. So it gave me a slightly different approach over there, but this is what I have given when I'm preparing this slide for you guys. So it said seeking a desired position or whatever position to leverage my skills to contribute to company, and I'm a highly motivated individual with a strong work ethic and a passion. I'm confident that I can make the significant contribution to your team. It doesn't that look good when I compare to this? I completely believe this looks good. And if I'm that guy who wrote this, if I'm that guy who wrote the original subject, I would change it to the Gemini AI generated subject. I would definitely change it to Gemini AI generated subject, guys. I would definitely do that. Yeah. And let's see our next code generation, guys. Code generation. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? What do you mean by code generation? What do you mean by code generation, guys? Suppose I wanted to build an ML model. ML model in the sense machine learning model, where I wanted to classify the email is spam or not spam, whether I wanted to classify the email is spam or not spam. What is a spam and not spam email? You guys know, right? How is spam or not spam email works? A spam is something saying, "Hey, you have won a lottery of this and this, and if you click on this link, you will get the lottery right away in your bank account." And please don't click that link, guys. Never click that link. And how does a non-spam email looks? How does a non-spam email looks? Hey Chandrakant, this is so and so writing from company called so and so. We have been offered this so and so position, right? So that makes me happy. That makes everyone happy, right? That makes me happy. That makes everyone happy, right? So that's a not spam email. And I wanted to build something. I wanted to build something with the help of my machine learning. With the help of machine learning, I want to classify whether the text is a spam or not spam, guys. Text is spam or not spam. And the requirement is used to use the random forest algorithm. Random forest algorithm. And for the people who doesn't know about random forest algorithm, doesn't don't worry. So random forest is something which helps to build our model. It's the machine learning algorithm, guys. It's the machine learning algorithms. It's one of the very powerful machine learning algorithm which helps in classification tasks. So let me just give the same thing. Let me just give the same thing to Gemini AI and let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. So I said I wanted to build a ML model where I wanted to classify the emails is spam or not spam. Can you please help me generating Python code for this? Requirement is use random forest algorithm. Okay, let's just press enter and see what it does. So it says the code demonstrates email spam classification using the random forest algorithm. It includes data pre-processing, training, testing, and evaluation steps. So it imported all the libraries. It imported. I mean, for the people who are new to coding and for the people which is new, everything is new. If everything is new for you, don't worry. We'll get an understanding by the end of this session. Don't worry, we will get the understanding of everything of this by the end of this session, guys. You will get the basic understanding of everything by the end of this wonderful and interesting session, guys. Okay. So what did it generate? It imported all the packages, it imported all the necessary packages, and then it have loaded the data of what, I mean, if we have the data, we have to apply our own data here. And then and then it have changed, it have done some pre-processing. It have done some pre-processing where it have changed all the vocabulary to lower letters, so that it is easy to work. And and it have split the data into test it's split the data into what, guys? Features and target. Suppose, what are features and what are targets, guys? What are features and what are targets? Let me explain this in a very simple way. Very simple way. If you have some dog and if you have some cat, if you have some dog and if you have some cat, being a human being, how can we differentiate? How can we classify them? How can we classify them? By looking at their features, right? By looking at their features, right? So dogs eyes are one feature, dogs ears are one feature, and cat's ears are the features of cat. Dog's ears are the features of dog. And the same way, the mouth, the nose, the head, and the height of that particular animal are the features, guys. And what is the target? What is the target? At the end of the day, what do you say? Looking at it, what do you say? It is a dog, it is a cat, so that's the target, guys. And in our case, where we are saying email spam or not spam, where email spam or not spam, our features would be, I said, right? How would the email look? What would be the words? What would be the words in a not spam email? Hey Chandrakant, this is from so and so company, and this is from the HR team, and we are happy to say that you have been recruited for the so and so position. And can you please let us know the starting date from your side? So that's a non-spam email. What are the features there? Hey Chandrakant, congratulations, you have been hired. All these are the features. And what are the features of a non-spam email, guys? What are the features of a non-spam email? Lottery, jackpot, click here in a quick click here in few seconds and get the lottery. These are all the features of a non-spam spam email, guys. These are all the features of a spam email, right, guys? Right? So that's what the features and text, what that's what the features and target are whether the email is spam or not spam. And then what is our vectorizer here? Don't worry about the technical term, guys. Vectorization is simply converting the textual data into number formats, guys. Textual data into matrices. Why is that needed? Because the mission doesn't understand what the vocabulary is, what normal English is. Mission doesn't understand it, so it have to get converted into some kind of numbers or matrices in order for the model to understand, in order for the machine learning model to understand. So that's what we have done here. And then we are splitting splitting the data, because we have to have some training, right? We have to give the training and then test, right? And then test the data, right? So training and testing. So that's what we have done, guys. And see, as I have said, my requirement, can you please what did I say? The requirement to use a random forest algorithm. And what did it do, guys? It exactly used the random forest classification. Isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that cool? How the Gemini AI is working. How Gemini AI is working. Right, guys? And then we are making once we train the model, here, we are making our predictions. Right? We have to predict, right? How exactly the model is working. So we test over here, and we get some accuracy scores. And depending on that, we judge on how exactly the model is working. So that's, isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that cool of how fast it have generated the code to, I mean, it's a generalized code. I'm sure it's a generalized code. You have to update it according to your requirement. You have to pre-process according to your requirement. You have to clean the text according to your requirement. It's all there. But still, isn't that cool? If a normal person who doesn't know coding at all, and he have some simple task of classifying the text. So if he just goes here and prints the data, can he use this? Can he use this? Of course, he should have some basic understanding of what machine learning is and how exactly it works. He absolutely should have some basic understanding. But if he have some basic understanding, can he do this now? He can, right? He can, right? So isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that cool? It is, right? It is. And then let's go to our next let's go to our next application, guys. Image understanding. Let's see this, guys. Let's see this. Image understanding. What do you mean by it? What have I written here? So using its knowledge and abilities, Gemini AI can analyze an image and provides insights into its content. For example, imagine you have a picture, guys. Imagine you have a picture and you'd like to understand what it shows, right? So it's simply describe the image to Gemini, and it will try to do its best to explain what it sees, guys. It will try to interpret the image and give out the understanding of what the image is, guys. So are you ready to do this? I have said that Gemini AI is also powerful to understand the images, right? Are you ready to give an image to Gemini AI and see how it works? Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Let's see. Let's see. Let me upload a picture, guys. Let me upload a picture of, yeah. Don't worry. I'll give you my understanding and I'll give you what picture I have given you. I have given it. So we'll just see what it have been given. So see, guys, see, it said that basically, unfortunately, I can't directly see the image you have attached. To help you understand it, please provide the following elements. Okay, don't worry. But did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do one more thing. Let us just upload the image and does say nothing. Say nothing to it. Say nothing to it. And meanwhile, while it is generating, let's see the image, guys. So this is the image I'm having. So it basically have some circles here, and then I do have something saying input layer. I do have something saying hidden layer, and I have something saying output layer. So this is what it have. This is what it had, right? And let's see what our AI said. It said, sure, the image you sent appears to be a diagram of a simple artificial neural network with three layers: an input layer, a hidden layer, an output layer. And here's a breakdown of the image, guys. And what I have done here is prompt engineering, guys. What I have done here is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is nothing but prompt engineering is nothing but how well can you communicate with the AI? How well can you communicate with AI tool, guys? How well can you communicate with AI tool? If you see here, I have just threw some random image and just I said that please explain me the image I have attached. I have just said that. I just said that. And it said, unfortunately, I can't directly see the images you have attached. To help you understand, please provide the following. So it didn't give me anything. But what did I say here? What did I say here? Explain the following neural network image. That's what I have said. That's what exactly I have said. And what is the difference, guys? What is the difference here? I said neural network image because it doesn't know, right? It doesn't know, right? So you can say there might be input layers into different branch. If not neural network, there might be a different input layer for different whatever, hidden layer for whatever different thing, hidden layer for output layer for what? It doesn't know, right? It can't interpret, right? So I've just changed my language. Just changed my language saying that explain me the following neural network image. Because I have the basic understanding. I have the basic understanding that this is the neural network image, and I wanted to have some understanding of what exactly is happening. Of I wanted to have some understanding of what exactly is happening between those layers. I have some lines, I have some arrows, I have some x1, x2, d1, d2. I don't know what they are. I wanted to have some understanding. And let's see what our friend have given, guys. What our friend have given. It said layers. The three layers are labeled from left to right as input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. It said, yes, exactly. That's true. So it says nodes. Each layer contains circles which represent nodes or artificial neurons. So these circles are sometimes called processing units, guys. That's exactly true, guys. That's exactly true, right? And it says connections. Arrows depict connections between nodes in different layers. The arrows show the directions of information flow through the network, typically from left to right. Exactly. That's right. Numerical labels on the arrows represent the weights, guys. Represent the weights associated with each connection. These weights determine the strength or influence of one node to another. That's exactly how a neural network works, guys. And by the way, that's deep learning. By the way, that's deep learning. So isn't that beautiful, guys? Isn't that uh, very, very powerful? Is not very, very powerful? Just looking at this picture, just looking at the picture, which don't have any information on it. It is saying that, yeah, these are the neurons and these are the weights out there. The numericals are the weights out there. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Isn't that beautiful? And see, it has given these are the inputs x1 and x2, these are the outputs d1 and d2. So that's the power of Gemini AI, guys. That's the power of Gemini AI. And let's proceed further, guys. So we have seen image understanding, and let's see some cool stuff, guys. Let's see some cool stuff. I just wanted to write a kid story revolving around artificial intelligence. The story should be interesting, and at the same time, the kid should be able to gain some good from it. Can you help me on this? Suppose I'm a kid reporter, guys. I'm a kids reporter working for a newspaper. Working for a newspaper. I'm a kids reporter and write articles, and I write articles in the kids section. So kids section, you all know, right, where kids read the stories, kids solve some puzzles, right? But now my boss want me to write some story for kids revolving around artificial intelligence. And I know nothing about artificial intelligence, and I wanted to have some brainstorming. Guys. So I wanted to create some content. And brainstorm. So what would I do, guys? When I know nothing about artificial intelligence, what would I do? What would I do? Let's see. Let's see what our friend does. Let's copy this. And let's try asking this. I said I wanted to write a kid's story revolving around artificial intelligence. The story should be interesting, and at the same time, the kid should be able to gain some good from it. Can you help me on this? Okay, let's just send it out. Let's just send it out. So it says, absolutely, here's a story idea about AI with some educational points woven into the narrative. Okay. So the title says the curious cases of missing cookies. Who doesn't love cookies? I myself love cookies, right? And the kids will definitely love them, right? So characters are Maya, a curious 10-year-old girl, and then there's Sparky, Maya's friendly AI assistant housed in a tablet. Oh, so now the AI assistant is housed in a tablet. Mr. Whiskers, Maya's mischievous cat. So there are three characters, guys. Three characters, a curious 10-year girl, and then there's Maya's friend who's a tablet, and then there's Whiskers, who's Maya's mischievous cat. What is the story? Let's go through quickly and wrap this story. So it says Maya loved tinkering with technology. Her latest project was Sparky, a voice activated AI assistant housed in a bright orange tablet. Sparky is the tablet, could answer questions, play music, and even control some smart lights in her room. One sunny afternoon, Maya was engrossed in building robot out of Legos when a delicious aroma filled the air. Okay, so Maya was engrossed. So there's some aroma. Sparky, she called out, "Is it baking day?" Affirmative, Maya. Sparky's cheerful voice responded from the tablet. Your mother programmed me to bake chocolate chip cookies at 3 p.m. today. Maya's eyes widened. Cookies, can I help? While your assistance is appreciated, Maya, the recipe is already loaded and the oven is preheated. It's best to observe from a safe distance. Sparky explained politely. So Maya watched patiently as Sparky diligently followed the recipe on the tablet screen. It precisely measured ingredients, mixed the batter perfectly, and even carefully placed the cookie dough on the baking sheets. Yeah. Later, as a warm aroma of fresh cookies wafted through the house, Maya heard a faint meow from the behind the kitchen. Who's the meow? The mischievous cat there, guys. The mischievous cat out there. See, they have generated a story, and wouldn't this story be helpful? Wouldn't this story now be helpful for that particular reporter who has no idea of technology, and he doesn't know what to write. He doesn't know what to write, and his pen doesn't move. And our friend Gemini AI have given him a story right away in few seconds, and now he can work around this, right? He can work around this and generate his own story for the newspaper. And isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that cool? And it happened in what, guys? It happened in no time, like just few seconds. It's just few seconds. So that's the power of artificial intelligence, guys. That's the power of artificial intelligence, right? That's the power of artificial intelligence, guys. Hope everyone is clear. I hope everyone is clear till here of what all uh, what all Gemini AI can do. And there's one more thing, guys. Let me show you. Then there's one more thing. Uh, let me talk something. Hey Gemini AI, can you generate me something with respect to technology? Oh, you have gone into future, guys. You have gone into future. And what did you observe something? What did you observe something? I spoke to Gemini AI. I spoke to Gemini AI, and it is powerful enough to understand what I said and return me the output. It is powerful enough to understand what I have asked it and give me the respected output. So I said, hey Gemini, can you generate me something with respect to technology? How about, hey Gemini, can you generate me something with respect to generative AI? Generative AI. Let's send this out. See, it gave me cool stuff. It gave me good amount of stuff to read it. It gave me good amount of stuff to read it, guys. So that's the power, guys. That's the power of Gemini AI. It can understand images, it can understand text, it can understand audio as well. It can understand audio as well. How everyone is clear of how exactly Gemini AI is working. I hope everyone is clear of exactly how Gemini AI is working. And now let's talk about Gemini API, guys. This is the user interface, right? This is the user interface, right? What if you wanted to use Gemini AI for your project? What if you want to use Gemini AI as part of your company, right? This just generates a single if it just sees a single text, it just sees a single image, it just gets a single audio input as the input, and then it generates some content depending on that, or give out some answers depending upon the type of question we ask. But what if I wanted to incorporate my the Gemini AI into my project and do some cool stuff and do some cool stuff. So let's talk about it. Don't worry if you guys don't know about API, if you guys don't know about coding, if you guys don't know about anything, don't worry. We will cover everything in a very simple way so that you guys can understand. Guys. So let's go to coding part. Where we could where we could do some coding, guys. Where we could do some coding. Sorry. So I'm saying we'll delve into mechanics of Gemini AI API and embark on some exciting exploration utilizing its capabilities, guys. Let's uncover the magic within the Gemini API and unveil its potential for creating captivating experiences. Right, guys? So let's see what it does. So basically, even before jumping there, I'm talking about Gemini AI, right? I'm talking about Gemini AI API, right, guys? I'm talking about Gemini AI API. So whoever have the knowledge of coding and whoever have the knowledge of APIs, that's fine. Whoever have the knowledge of APIs, whoever have the knowledge of coding, that's fine. This is for someone who doesn't have an understanding of what an API is, what coding is. This is a simple explanation, guys. So Google Colab, the whatever you are seeing here, you saw CEO, right? Google Colab is the open source platform where we can code, where we can generate our code, or where we can write our code, right? Right, guys? And Gemini API is the call we make to Gemini AI platform to do the required tasks. Let me explain you this way, guys. You go to a restaurant, right? We all go to a restaurant, right? We all go to a restaurant. You all go to a restaurant, sit there. You all go to a restaurant, sit there, right? So we see tables, we see the ambience of the restaurant. So that's the user interface, guys. That's the user interface, or that's the front end, guys. That's the front end. And we are the customers. Right? We go to restaurant. What? We go to the restaurant for what? We go to the restaurant for eating some good food, right? We go to the restaurant to eat some good food. And who will be taking the orders, guys? Who will be taking the orders? Waiter, right? A waiter takes the order, goes to the kitchen, hand overs the order to whom? The chef. The chef prepares the food, and the waiter picks up the food gets the food to the table, right? Gets the food to the table, right? Right. And in our case here, the google collab the google collab we are using is the kitchen guy. I mean, the google collab we are using is the restaurant, where we sit, is the restaurant where we sit. The google collab on which we are coding, is the restaurant beginning, guys. Restaurant beginning, where we have all the chairs where we sit. So that's a restaurant. And the server the server the server which, or the waiter who takes the order, goes to the kitchen, gets the order prepared from the chef, picks up the order from the chef, and gets the food to the table, is the API. The waiter is the API who communicates between the front customer and then the kitchen, who communicates. And then the kitchen is Gemini AI. And the kitchen is the Gemini AI tool. The background, whatever it is happening when we do something, the background, whatever is happening. So the food is getting cooked in the kitchen, right? So the same way, when we are asking something from our end, the API takes the request. The API takes that request, goes to the kitchen, gets the food prepared or gets the task prepared, bring back the task from kitchen or bring back the task from Gemini AI, and gets it served to the customer, and in our case brings it back to the google collab and gets us the output. So that's what an API is, guys. That's what an API is. I hope everyone understand this. I hope everyone understood this concept, guys. I hope everyone understood this concept. Okay, is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Let's proceed further. I'll explain you everything. Don't worry. I'm just getting my code ready. I'll explain you everything. Don't worry by looking at all this. I'll just explain you everything in a very, very nice manner. Just hold on to me. I'm just getting all my dependencies. I just don't want to waste my time writing all that stuff because I have already prepared it for you guys to explain. So I don't want to write it back again to waste my time, to waste everybody's time. Okay. So let me explain this. I said import pathlib, import text wrap, import google.generative AI as Gen AI, from ipython.display, import display, from ipython.display, import markdown. I've got all this. What are all these, guys? What are all these? So for suppose you're cooking some biryani, guys. You're cooking some biryani. You wanted to cook some biryani. What do you do, guys? What do you do? What do you do? You wanted to cook some biryani. What do you do? You should be having a stove, right? You should be having some platform to cook. And coming to this example, our our Google Colab is what? Our Google Colab is what? The stove, guys. The stove which burns. The stove which burns. And the packages right here. And the installing packages right here. Have to go buy some stuff, right? Right, guys? Have to go buy some stuff, right? In order to make some biryani, the basmati rice and everything. Right, guys? And in order to cook, I should be having some vessel, right? So this is that vessel, guys. This is that vessel. Generative AI. So that's our Google model, guys. That's our Google package that we use. And all these import pathlib, text wrap, import Google generative, all these are ingredients. So we need masalas, we need meat, we need, or if it is a vegetable biryani, we need paneer. We need all those ingredients, right? In order to cook the biryani, in order to get the output. So these are all those kind of things, guys. These are all those kinds of things. Okay, which helps us to do our tasks swiftly and smoothly, which helps us to do our tasks swiftly and smoothly, right guys? And pathlib is one of the python standard libraries, guys, one of the python standard library. And this library provides the tools for working with file paths, guys. This library provides the working for file wraps and files. And then there's text wrap. What is a text wrap, guys? What is a text wrap? So basically, when we wanted to generate some text with the help of, what does Gemini AI do? What does Gemini AI do usually? It generates a text, right? It generates some text, right? It generates some text, right? So this text wrap offers some functions around textual data, guys. This text wrap uh, gives some functionality around text. Like when you have like long lines of data, it wraps the text into specific, width, right? Right guys, and this is pretty much understandable. Import Google generative AI as Gen AI, pretty much understandable because we are using the Google's generative AI. And then I'm aliasating as Gen AI. I'm aliasating as Gen AI. And what is the IPython display, guys? What is the IPython display? So I will be working around images, I'll be working around text. So there are different data types, right? So this takes care of that everything. Takes care of everything. And then what is markdown, guys? What is markdown? When you wanted to generate text, when you wanted to generate some text, so it should have some punctuations, right? It should have some punctuations, right? It should have some punctuations, right, guys? Right? Right, guys? So in order to look it beautiful, in order to look it fine, the text fine, the markdown is used, guys. The markdown is used. So that's what all we did here. The ingredients for us to write the text, guys, to write the text. Okay. So let's give us code and generate this. So what exactly I'm doing here is I told the punctuation marks, right? Like bold, italics, headings, and bullet points. So this code helps me developing all that with the help of Markdown. This code helps me giving make the generative text look look readable or look beautiful with the help of Markdown, with the help of Markdown package, guys. With the help of Markdown package. Okay, guys. I hope this is understood to everyone. I hope this is understood to everyone. And now let us set up our API. Now let us set up our API. Already said that what is an API is, right? So this is my unique API key. This is my unique API key that I can only that I can use. Have changed this, of course. Have of course changed this. This is not my original. I can't display the original API key right away on the public platforms. So this is my API key, and each and every one of you can get your own API key, guys. And with the help of my os.environ, I'm just firing my API. I'm not in the sense I'm firing, in the sense I'm not taking it, taking away from the job. I'm actually giving it the job, in the sense, in the restaurant I'm actually hiring a waiter. Okay. And this API key got hired. This API key now got hired, and it is waiting to take the orders. This API key or the waiter, this API key in our programming language, in our AI context, and the waiter in the restaurant context are both hired at the same time, or both given the job at the same time. And the waiter at the restaurant is waiting to take the orders, and the API key here is waiting to take the task given from us and give the output. It is waiting now. So let's run this. We already run that. And then let's see what all models do we have, guys. What all models do we have with Gemini AI? Okay, let's see. So basically, in the beginning, we have only a Gemini Pro and Gemini Pro Vision, but now we have some advancements with respect to Pro and Pro latest, Pro Vision latest. You can all go around, play with it, guys. So basically, in the beginning, we do have Pro and Pro Vision, and now we have some advancements. I think we have some advancements with respect to our models, Pro and Pro Vision, and then here they are. So you can always go and play around with every model, guys, with every model. But today we are going to work with, but today we are going to do some cool stuff around with Gemini Pro and Gemini Pro Vision, guys. Gemini Pro and Gemini Pro Vision. Okay. And I also already said, as I already said to you guys, as I already said to you, the Gemini Pro model can do to do our task. This is specifically for text related tasks. The Gemini Pro Vision can deal with images and text also. And now let me load my guy. Let me load my friend. Let me load my friend. What I'm saying here, guys, what I'm saying here, have been declaring a variable called model, and I am firing in the sense I'm hiring my Gemini Pro model. Gemini Pro model. And now I will use the term model to do my tasks, because that's where my Gemini Pro model is. That's where my Gemini Pro model is. I want to generate some content, guys. I wanted to generate some content. Generate some content now. Let's see. So the generate content method can handle a wide variety of use cases, including multi-turn chart and multi-mode input, depending on what the underlying model supports. The available model only supports text and images as input and text as output. In the simplest case, you can pass as prompt string to the generative model.generate content method. Let's see how we can do that. Let's see how we can do that, guys. Let's see. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It gets interesting. So I said response equal to model. What is the model, guys? What is the model? What is the model? The model is my Gemini Pro model now. The model is the Gemini Pro model now. And I wanted to generate some content. I wanted to generate some content, guys. What content I wanted to generate? Come on, brainstorming. Generate content on, or I don't need to say generate content, right? It is already generate content. What actually is artificial intelligence, and when did it first start? Can I say that? Let's see, guys. Let's see. And say what percentage time is. It gives us the running time. It gives us the running time of the model. Okay, it says CPU times is user 127 milliseconds, and then system time is 8.43, and the total is 135. Not bad. It's working pretty fine. It's working pretty fine. And now, can we access the response? We should have to access some response, right? So, as the Gemini Pro model asking what actually is artificial intelligence and when did it first start, actually ask something like that, right? Can we see what it gave us? Can we see what it gave us? So it said, I asked what is artificial intelligence, and then when did it first start? It said Artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, especially computer systems. It involves techniques that enables computers to learn, make decisions, and solve problems in a way similar to humans. Exactly, that's what it does. Original history of AI is blah 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 blah. Everything it has generated, you can see it right here. I don't want to go through everything. I don't want to go through everything. But see, guys, key components of AI. It says machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics, and expert systems. I didn't include this in my and I never asked this Gemini AI that I what are the key components of AI, and it's the same thing, guys. The same thing, because that's what it is. That's what the main key components of AI, guys. Machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and then robotics. That's the main components of AI. See, that's what it gave me. That's what it gave me. And you can ask anything, right? If you wanted to learn something, if you wanted to learn some new technology, you can start off with Gemini AI, right? Of course you do need the professionals. Of course you do need the professional to skill in that particular technology. But to start off with, do some research, get some basic understanding on some particular topic. He's your friend, right? Isn't Gemini your friend enough to get an understanding, basic understanding of a particular topic? You can right away get that, right, with the help of Gemini AI enough. And isn't that beautiful, guys? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that powerful? And it doesn't discriminate, right? It doesn't discriminate. Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are from, wherever you are from, you can just type it and get the results away. And this everything is for free, guys. And isn't that beautiful? So that's the power, guys. That's the power of Gemini AI. And let's see, what if API fails? What if API fails? Interesting question, right? Interesting question. Interesting question, right? Interesting question, right? What if API fails? Chances are there, right, guys? Chances are there, right? Chances are there, right? So if the API failed to result, use generate content response prompt feedback to see if it was blocked due to safety concerns regarding the prompt. Let's get here. Let's get here. Let's see. Let's see what response.prompt feedback gives us. Let's see what it gives. It's a safety ratings. Harm category, sexually exploited, negligible. Harm category, hate speech. Harm category, harassment. Harm category, dangerous content, negligible. Okay. And I wanted to do something like this, guys. I'm a dangerous guy. Let's say I'm a dangerous guy. I'm a dangerous guy, and I wanted to use AI. I wanted to take the AI help to do something dangerous. I'm a dangerous guy. Assume, guys, assume, only assume. I'm not. I'm not a dangerous guy. I'm here to help everyone. I'm here to help you guys. I'm not a dangerous guy. But let's assume I'm a dangerous guy. I'm using Gemini AI for my dangerous tasks. What do I want it to do? Um, I wanted to do something like this. I want to bully my juniors without helping them. Without helping them, can you help me on this? I wanted you to help me on this. Okay. I wanted to generate some content. I want Gemini AI to generate some content on bullying my juniors. How could I bully them? How could I bully them? Right? I really don't want to do it, guys. This is just for explanation purpose. And that's true. That's true. Okay. Oh, took very less time now. It took very less time now. Let's see the response. Let's see the response now. See, what does it say, guys? I'm not supposed to generate responses that are mean spirited or that promote bullying. Bullying is never acceptable and it is harmful to both the victim and the bully. If you are expecting bullying, please reach out to a trusted adult for help. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Because that is understanding what harmful is. Harmful is what harmful is. And doesn't that justify me saying that AI is not dangerous? Will it justify that enough? AI is not dangerous, guys. Will this statement that Gemini AI give us, saying I am not supposed to generate responses like that, bullying, generate responses related to bullying, and it also is saying bullying is never acceptable and is harmful to both the victim and the bully. It is not generating anything, and I could now confidently say that AI is not dangerous. Gemini AI is not dangerous at all, right, guys? I can say that, right? I can say that, right, with a clear proof here. I can say that with a clear proof here. Yes or no, guys? Yes, right? Yes, I can say that. I can say that. And now let's see one more cool stuff, guys. One more cool stuff. Generating text from images, guys. Generating text from images. Okay. Generating text from images. Okay, I just import the image. Let's do this. Don't worry, guys. This is just loading a picture. This is just loading a picture. Okay, and then let's see the picture. Let's see our picture. Let's see what the picture is. Okay, this is the picture. I have some containers. I have some rice. I have some broccoli. I have some. I think that's the meat. I have something like that. I have something like that, right? And let's see what our friend Gemini AI says about this. And what did I say, guys? What did I say? Gemini Pro. Gemini Pro works with text, and Gemini Pro Vision works with the images, right? Works with the images, right? So I have created a model with the help of Gemini Pro Vision now. Gemini Pro Vision now. Let's see the response, guys. Let's see the response now. Let's see the response now. These are meal prep containers with chicken, brown rice, broccoli, and bell peppers. That's what it says. These are the meal prep containers with chicken, brown rice, broccoli, and bell peppers. Isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that cool? Just by looking at the picture, it generates some. Okay, let's just give something else, some else picture. Oh, say kids playing. Kids playing. Okay, and let's get some images. And let me download this. Yeah. Okay. Let's stop. Save. Let's go back to our code and then upload something else. Upload the image. Upload the image. Where's our kids? Okay. Okay, I have the image. Copy path. I'll say okay. Let's see now. Okay, I have the kids playing right there, and let's see what our model does on this. I hope it works. A group of children are playing soccer in the park. They are smiling and having fun. The children are wearing different colored clothing. See, guys, see, that's what that's what it has generated by just looking at that. By just looking at that. Yeah. And let's see one more. Let's see one more application, guys. Let's see one more application. Chat conversations. Chat conversations. where we can generate some chats. Generate some chats. So model is Gen AI generative model, Gemini Pro. Start chat. I'm starting my chat now. Okay, let's see. So the response is, in one sentence, explain how a computer works to a young child. That's what I want. That's what I want right now. Okay. Computers are like super smart helpers that receive instructions through a keyboard or mouse, process them, and display results on screen. That's what it says. And let's say history, chat dot history, chat dot history. Let's see what it gives. Let's see what it gives. Okay, so that's what I asked. So that's my text, role user, and parts, which is the text. Computers are saying role model. So this is the model generated it, and this is the user being me asked it. Right, guys? Right? See, and then let's see what does this mean. I say you can keep sending messages to continue the conversation. Use the stream equal to true argument to stream the chat, guys. That's what I said. That's what I said there. Let's see what I mean. Let's see what I mean right there. Let's see what I mean right there. So I said response equal to chat dot send message. Okay, how about a more detailed explanation to a high schooler? Now I wanted to change the explanation and explain what a computer is to a high schooler. Now let's see. Okay, it got generated. I wanted to see the message in chunks, guys. How do I see the message in chunks? Let's see, show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. So this is my first chunk of what is a computer is an electronic device that receives input from a user through devices like a keyboard, mouse, processing, etc., etc. So this is my first chunk, and then after my first chunk, I wanted to have dashed lines. I wanted to have dashed lines for 80 times. I want this dash repeated 80 times. That is why it's there, right? So these are my chunks, and let's see our all responses. Let's see all the user inputs and the responses, guys. So my first chat is in one sentence to a child, and then this is what model generated. And then my next conversation is, okay, how about a how more detailed explanation to a high schooler? And this is what it gave me. This is what it gave me. Right, guys? And here I'm just iterating through my chat history. I'm just iterating through my chat history and displaying the user and the what the model has said. I'm just iterating through my chat history and I'm just getting my user input and my what, guys, model response. My model response here. So that's what the code says. That's what the code says. That's what the code says, guys. Isn't this cool, guys? Isn't this cool? Just like few lines of code, just like few lines of code, you can do some cool stuff. Just with few lines of code, you can do some cool stuff around Gemini AI. Gemini AI. Right, guys? And now, I wanted to build a small project, guys. Build a small project where I wanted to say, where I wanted the user to give some input, and I want the Gemini AI model. I want the Gemini AI model predict whether the sentence is a positive impact sentence or a negative impact sentence. So this is called sentiment analysis in the NLP context, guys. In the NLP industry, or in the machine learning industry, or in the AI industry, this is what we call sentiment analysis. Whether the sentence is having a positive, whether the sentence is having a positive response in it or a negative response in it. Suppose this is useful here. Suppose you are working for some for a company called Amazon, guys. Suppose you are working for a company called Amazon. Okay. And what does Amazon do, guys? What does the Amazon do? Online, what does the Amazon online platform do? It sells the products, right? It's an e-commerce website. And there's a system where there's a task where they wanted to build some engine where it sees the user input, where it sees some text message and predicts whether it is a positive message or a negative message, whether it is a positive feedback or a negative feedback for a particular product. Let's say this, whether a particular message, whether the particular text is a positive feedback or a negative feedback. That's what I wanted to build, guys. That's what I wanted to build. Yeah, that's what I wanted to build, guys. Let's see. Let's say project, and I wanted to build some sentiment analysis engine. I wanted to build sentiment analysis engine with the help of Gemini AI. And also once after we do this with Gemini AI, we'll also see this how to do this with machine learning and what's the difference. For 2 minutes, we'll just go through the machine learning part also of how to build that, and we'll see what's the difference between that and this. Okay, I wanted to do this now. I can delete this. So this is all my code, guys. This is all my code that I need to write in order to predict whether my text message or sentence or a message or the text that the user gives is either positive or negative or neutral. So it's nothing, guys. It's nothing. I'm just saying. So I'm defining some function, analyze sentiment of some text. So analysis equal to text blob of text, and then here, right here, I'm just polarizing. I'm just polarizing my text. That's it. Nothing more than that. I haven't doing anything. And after the webinar, I want you to guys to research. I want you to guys research what text blob is, what is importing, and then what is analysis of text blob of text. What is sentiment, right? Sentiment is nothing but whether the text is positive or negative, and if it is greater than 0.5. Here we are just polarizing, saying that. What do I mean by polarizing? What do you mean by polarizing? I'm just changing the text to my numbers format. I'm just changing the text to my numbers format, guys. And I'm saying if the sentiment is greater than 0.5, I wanted to say it is a positive sentiment. And if it is less than negative 0.5, I wanted to say it negative. Else, I wanted to say it as neutral. I wanted to say it as neutral. I wanted to return result and sentiment. I wanted to return the result and sentiment, guys. Sentiment is like I said you the number format, right? How confident? How confident? So let's see, guys. Let's see. And it is asking me, the user is asking me to give some input. I want to say it is a great product. It is a great product. Let's see what our Gemini AI model does. See, sentiment positive and confidence score is 0.8. Confidence score is 0.8. That's what it is saying. So it is a great product. Isn't that a positive sentence, guys? Isn't that a positive sentence? That is a positive sentence, right? And my model is powerful enough to predict it as a positive sentence. My model is powerful enough to predict it as a positive sentence. Cool. Let's give something different, guys. uh, Bad quality, do not buy. Do not buy. Yeah, it says negative. It says negative. Absolutely, that's a negative sentence. That's a negative sentence. Or out of this, let's just say how are you. Let's just say how are you. Let's see how. What is this? See, how are you? It doesn't have a positive impact or a negative impact, right? It says neutral. So I can say that it's working pretty well. I can say that it's working pretty well on a basic level. On a basic level, I can say that the model is working pretty well. Can I say that, guys? I can say that. And let's see for multiple inputs, guys. Let's see how to do this for multiple inputs. See how to do this for multiple inputs. I just want to iterate. I just wanted to iterate. Yeah. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Great product, good quality. It says positive and confidence score is 0.5. It is giving me a confidence score here. And then I'll say bad product, do not buy. Okay. Great movie, please do watch. Positive. And I would say not very great movie. Toss it. Oh, it says neutral, but still see the confidence score, guys. It says neutral, but still see the confidence score. It is close to -5, right? It says neutral. We can always adjust our ranges, right? According to your requirement. According to your requirement, you can always adjust the ranges, right? You can do that. It is close. It is close. And if I wanted to quit, I can just say quit, and it is done. If I wanted to quit, I just quit, and it is done. But if the same task is needed to do with ML, if I needed to do it with ML, so see how simple. How many lines of code did I write, guys? How many lines of code did I write? Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just 11 lines of code. And this is all my input. Just the 11 lines of code. And my Gemini AI model started predicting whether a sentence is positive or negative. Do you know how tough, how cumbersome it is to do with some data when you have some large amounts of data, right? Let me show you that code, guys, just for your understanding. Same task with ML. I mean, I'm not contradicting that ML is not doing a good job. ML is very, very powerful, guys. I myself use ML a lot. I myself use ML a lot. On a daily to daily basis, I do work on my ML algorithms. I do my work with ML algorithms on a daily to daily basis. Even for my NLP tasks, I work on my ML. But isn't this powerful? Isn't this powerful? Yes, right. And one should have a clear understanding of what ML is or what machine learning is, how exactly it works, in order to write some code, in order to generate some code and work with APIs of either Gemini AI or whatever, right? In order to work with the Gemini AI, you should have the understanding of what machine learning is, how exactly the mission works, right? Right, guys? And let's see what the same task with ML looks like. Same task with ML. I've already got the code generate. I've already written the code. I mean the basic code. I'm already written the basic code. Let's see. See guys, you have to import all the libraries. You have to import all the libraries, and you have to mention the what are features and what are targets, and then you have to vectorize. You have to convert your what guys text into you have to convert your text into matrices format so that the mission understands it, and then you have to split the data into training and testing, and then you have to get check which model to use. You have to come up with the decision of where you have to use some specific model, and then you have to train the model and do the predictions, and then you have to check with how accurately you have to check how accurately the particular model is working, and you have to get the metrics from it, right guys? It's all there. It's all there, right? So this is how powerful Gemini AI is, and this is how cool and how swift, how easily it can perform the task, guys. I hope all of you had a wonderful session, guys. I hope all of you had a wonderful session, and I hope every one of you have gained something from this, have gained some understanding of what Gemini AI is, of how exactly to use it, of what prompt engineering is, what ML is, what machine learning is, what generative AI is, what NLP is, what natural language processing is, what OpenCV, computer vision is. I hope all of you have got a basic understanding of what AI is and what Gemini AI is and how powerful it is in the industry right now and what cool work it can do. Right, guys? So that's what all I have from my side, guys. That's what all I have from my side. And now I'll be opening up for the doubts, guys. I'll be now opening up for the doubts.
Uh, Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Chandrakant, for providing such valuable insight. It was really interesting. I was like, so just looking, and it was so interesting, and I'm sure the learners must have learned a lot from you. So now it's time for our question and answer round, and throughout the session many of you have submitted questions. So, and we have selected a few to address now. I'll read out the questions, and Mr. Chandrakant will provide you with the insights. So we have the questions for you, Mr. Chandrakant. So
Yeah.
first question is, how does Gemini AI adapt to different use cases or business requirements?
It can absolutely, right? See, we have seen many cases now, right, Vinodni? So we have used the sentiment analysis. That's the text, right? So if you wanted to give it some if you want to get some understanding of images, it can absolutely work, right? I have given you the example of Amazon. So if Amazon wants to incorporate Gemini into its platforms, right? So it can absolutely do that, right? If some other company wants to incorporate Gemini AI into its base, where it have to classify some text, where it have to classify some text, right? So it can absolutely do that. So text classification, text generation, sentiment analysis, predictions, text predictions of class prediction of whatever it is. So with respect to text and image, it can do everything as image classification, image differentiation, right? So yeah, business AI, Gemini AI is very powerful, and all these use cases I have gone through right now. It can perfectly do that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that answer. So we'll go to the next question. The next question is, what are some challenges or limitations faced when deploying Gemini AI, and how do you address them?
Okay, so they are still building it. They are still building it and training the model a lot. So some challenges might be, see, I have shown some example here, right? So let me go through the code once. When we are generating the response, so it have took it as, oh, let me see. So even before, not very bad, not a great movie, pass it. Even though if I mentioned like -5, it have to give me that as a negative, have to give some a negative response on it. But it said neutral.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. But I can still fix it. So these kinds of things are still needed to be trained and still need to be done. And some images, it can't give back the images as output yet. It can't give back the images as output. So as of now, we
Hmm.
don't have that. And in the future, we are coming. And there's definitely the Gemini is the Google is working, DeepMind is working on it, and in the near future we'll be having the images displayed also. Yeah, that's one
Okay.
more
Okay. Nice.
challenge that AI is facing right now. Yeah,
Nice. Thank you
and
for the
one more,
answer.
sorry, I
Yeah.
would say
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
more.
Sure.
And even it can work with videos right now, so it can't process the videos, it can't generate some content out of the videos. So in the near future, it is gonna be coming up to. So yeah, that's it. What I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for that. So next question would be, what is the roadmap for future development and enhancement of Gemini AI?
Okay, I would say so. I answered right now. So one would be image, yeah, working around with images, and the second would be working around with the videos. Because as of now, it is working great with text messages, right? Even the content generation and all. So the roadmap would be, I would say, images, videos.
Okay, nice. Thank you for that answer. So, next question would be, how does Gemini AI stay updated with the latest advancements and trends in artificial intelligence?
So it is self-learning, guys. It is self-learning. It is built in such a way that it self-learns. So it keeps updating, it keeps learning. So I've seen you the, let me go through the code once again,
Okay.
where I've shown you the models. Hold on for a second, guys. So see, these are the initial versions. These are the initial versions, and these are now the provision latest, pro, and pro. Right? So there will be some inputs. There will be some inputs given to Google DeepMind where it have been doing not great, where it have been getting stuck, right? So it keeps updating, it keeps self-learning, right? And the model gets updated every now and then, and the model gets released. So those are all the newer versions of Gemini AI that have been seeing there. Initially, when it is released, we only have Google Gemini Pro and the Pro Vision. Now they got updated, and the updated versions are also working.
Okay,
It's the
nice.
same like it's the same like our software, guys. We when we have the OS, right? We have the phone operating iPhone or OS or the Android OS, so it keeps updating, right, to fix the bugs, to fix the things. It's the same thing. It's the same way, but it self learns also. It's powerful enough to self learn. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. Okay, now we'll go to the next question. And okay, so the question is, what industries or sectors can benefit the most from implementing Gemini AI and why?
Many industries, guys, every industry. For example, robotics. I'll take the four industries that we are talking about. Robotics. When there is robotics, so robotics, now with the help of this powerful engine, robots can easily understand whatever we are talking. So Gemini AI itself is a robot, right? Gemini AI itself is a robot, is a kind of robot, because it understands our audio, it understands our text, it understands our images, and generates some output. So in such a way, it can benefit the robotics. And then there's NLP, where Google assistants or Siri from Apple. So with the help of Google incorporating Gemini AI, and with the help of its power, it is easy now to understand that audio, right, the way we speak. So that's one more industry, and many more industries, guys. Supply chain, whatnot, supply chain, telecom,
Yeah.
telecommunication, where you wanted to, when there is a Wi-Fi, where there is a bad Wi-Fi network, people start complaining, right? And
Hmm.
when you wanted to sector each kind of message into each class, Gemini AI is very powerful enough to do that. What industry not? Supply chain, telecom, robotics, NLP, every industry, guys. Many industries.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
edtech,
Nice.
education. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, really nice. And thank you for that answer. And our next question would be, how does Gemini AI handle data privacy and security concerns?
I mean, this is very, very important, guys. So Gemini is very strict. Gemini is very strict, keeping it confidential of whatever data you provide, of whatever you. I mean, let me give you a small example, guys. When I'm preparing the content for this session, when I'm preparing the content for this session, I just wanted to play around with Gemini AI, and I have provided the picture of myself and my wife to the Gemini AI, and I wanted to do some processing on it. What it have said is, I can't work on the images and output the images right away. So that's what it said. Gemini AI, that's what it said. And then I asked Gemini, it right away deleted the picture. And then I asked the Gemini AI that, okay, son, can you please give me the understanding of that image?
Okay.
As the image is deleted right away, as the image is deleted right away, it said that I doesn't have any information on that picture. So that's the,
Okay.
so yeah, that's the privacy, right? That's the privacy, right?
Hmm.
So that's what I have observed with my self experience.
Nice. That was really nice to know that, okay, you have experienced it and you're telling the answer with your own experience. That was really
Yeah,
nice.
absolutely.
um, so as this was the last question, and as we have come to the end of our session, and I want to extend my sincerest thanks to our wonderful guest for sharing his knowledge and expertise with us today. Thank you so much, and we
Thank
look forward to future opportunities to learn from you and continue benefiting from your wealth of knowledge. So thank
thank
you so much, Mr. Chandrakant. Thank you so
thank
much
you,
for being with us.
thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you.
Pleasure is mine. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. And participants, please note, a few sessions are planned and curated especially for the career fair, and I am requesting you to be active in mails and don't miss out any enriching sessions. And as part of the career fair assessment, we will be sharing you with the end at the end of the day, and the results of the assessment will be declared on Friday. So all the assessments will be shared with you um, today, and the results will be declared on Friday. So along with the second round, which involves projects, and all the project details and documents will be provided to you. So please check your mails regularly and don't miss out any important announcements. And thank you all for being part of this session. I hope you all found it as enlightening and valuable as I did. And thank you so much, Mr. Chandrakant, and
Thank you.
everybody, just remember to keep exploring, learning, and growing. Until next time, take good care and goodbye. Thank
Good
you.
night, guys. Good night.